All right, we're going to try this again. I've tried to do this a couple of different times. My name is Charlie Roberts. I'm with Roberts Pest Control. I'm out of St. Louis, Missouri, just actually about 35 miles south, actually. I've been in the pest control business now for 15 to 20 years. And, I want to talk to everybody from the consumer side to the technical applicator side about a process that is pretty well known, but I don't see a whole lot of guys in my market using. Last I checked, there were 6 to 7 guys in my market that ran bed bug heat equipment. What you see before you is a Delta 175. I have it piped into the window. You can see I have a moving blanket wrapped around the tube and a piece of silver, what we call thermal foil, which I need to fix, that's attached. Okay, the thermal foil really helps keep the heat in the tube to where, gotta fix this. There you go. Okay. Let me back off it. Sorry. Promise next video will be better. What I've got here is a tube running in. I've got moving blankets blocking the window and a piece of thermal foil around it to kind of protect that vinyl window. This is a Delta 175 from Thermoflow Technologies. That's inside one bedroom. Piped into the next bedroom. You might be able to hear it running. It's the same 175. Again, same process. I use a moving blanket around the tube. I use a piece of thermal foil around the moving blanket to protect the window itself. Each one of these units is regulated on this cord here and has a thermostat inside strategically placed to tell this machine to go ahead and turn off like it just did at a certain temperature. These will cycle. This is what we call the cycle period. These will cycle, meaning that it will hit 140 degrees and then will kick itself off, go down a couple degrees, kick itself back on. This bad boy over here is my pride and joy. This is a Flagro 400,000 BTU unit sitting on top of a 118-gallon diesel. You may be saying to yourself, Charlie, why diesel? Diesel in the wintertime is crucial. Crucial, crucial, crucial. It runs at a constant flow, so there are no real temperature fluctuations. Let me fix that. There's no real temperature fluctuations, so it burns constant, okay? So there's a constant level of heat that goes in and out of this tube. Put simply, we've got a moving blanket that is draped over the door. That moving blanket is to do nothing more than just to block a little bit of airflow. I can sit here and I can feel that there's a good amount of airflow that's coming out. This is where all the pressure that you're pushing in the house comes out. I do this method, push in through the bedrooms. That way things will slingshot, and I'll take you into the unit. You're gonna see I have the tube, I have the tube all the way out here. And there's my thermostat, which I just tripped over. It's set to 140 degrees. So when that reads 140 degrees, all this airflow coming back here is going to tell the big unit to kick on and off, okay? So this unit's got about an hour left to go. And I'm going to explain my method as soon as I'm done. I've got plenty of fans behind couches, trying to circulate some air into these places, okay? In a vinyl floor situation, to the pros watching this, you will kind of notice you have some bubbling here. This happens in a vinyl floor situation. So when you're putting together your service agreements for your customers, this needs to be one area that you address. It will lay back down as the structure cools in most cases, but you cannot control what the structure is made of. You know, and unfortunately, it's unfortunate for you, it's unfortunate for the consumer, but that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. So I was mentioning that you may thermostats that runs one of the outside units. You'll see that it's piped in here. I have the tube pointed down so that the cold air that falls will heat up and push out this door through this fan and get rid of it. So what we want to do is we want to fill the structure full of air and let it sit for hours. I call that a holding period. My holding period is anywhere from 4 to 5 hours before that question gets raised. I've got a toilet in here, I've got tile, and I've got a bathtub. You guys that are doing this, pay attention to what your bathrooms are made out of. If they are the cheaper tub enclosures, they will warp, and you need to be very careful with that. Everything that I touch here is super, super hot. So that's a good soak, in my opinion. And I do use thermal cameras. I'm not going to use one for this particular purpose, just because I don't have anything to edit this video, and I really just want to upload it and kind of get this out here. So I've got, again, a tube pointed down, airflow shooting under the bed, fan catching it, bouncing it off the wall into this fan that's shooting into the closet. What's left over is getting sucked out of this room, into this bathroom, catching into this fan and being shot across the kitchen. And if you follow our airflow is taking us around the corners, out the front door. We'll go outside and talk. You guys can hear me a little bit better. Hopefully this turns out good. Okay. This blanket right here, I believe, is crucial. The reason it's crucial is you're going to be sitting right there for most of this treatment, okay? You're going to be coming in certain intervals. My advice is don't come in for any longer than 10 minutes at a time. Coming from a guy that's gone to the hospital a couple of different times, you really don't want to get dehydrated. It's a bad day. So if you notice, it's clipped to the inside, but it's bowed out. Look at that. That's all air pressure that's coming out. You're not blocking this doorway because you want it to be 100% airtight. You're blocking this doorway because you want to be able to have a visual as to where your pressure is. At some point, my moving blanket was way out here. Hopefully you can see that. I don't have a cameraman today. You know, this helps you for pressure. If it's sucked in, you're getting a little bit of resistance there, especially with as much equipment that I've got in here. Now I want to explain a basic principle to you guys. More is not better. This is just my method, okay? I like to hit every single opening I can with as much heat as I can to get the structure up as fast as I can. 1, it's efficient. 2, your customer just wants their life back. They just want their house back. So why sit here for 14 hours on a 3-bedroom home or 2-bedroom home, heating it up, when a couple of extra pieces of equipment that would promote some airflow will give the customer that desired result. We're in the problem-solving business as pest control and bed bug specialists. We really are. We're in the problem-solving mode when we take these jobs on. Now, to you guys that are just getting started in this, I'm going to tell you, they're going to tell you when you buy equipment that 120 degrees, 113 degrees will kill bed bugs. It's absolutely true. I've seen it. But the higher you're able to go heat-wise safely, the faster you can affect those bed bug eggs, those bed bug adults and the nymphs and so on and so forth. Again, that goes back to my original point. You're in the problem-solving business. So you as a business owner have got to weigh what your process is. Do you want to sit out here for 14 to 16 hours, or do you want to sit out here in an 8-hour, 6 to 8 hour day? I can tell you this particular job, we started at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's now somewhere around 1 o'clock, 1:30ish Central Time. This job will be done by 2:30. Once I achieve temperatures of over 120 degrees, I start a stopwatch for 4 to 5 hours. This particular infestation, I chose to do the 4-hour clock on. The reason I chose to do that was, one, because the infestation level is not super high. On a super high infestation where they're everywhere, I may opt to hold for 6 hours. But given the amounts of equipment that I have out here, the 2 Deltas and the 400,000 flag row, that's enough equipment to get me in and out of here in an 8-hour period and give my customer back their home in a reasonable manner. So I want you to understand that, first and foremost, that I'm in the problem-solving business. I want to do it as safely as I can. I want to do it as efficiently as I can for the customer. Right now, that right there is not cheap, and neither is the fuel in that thing. That diesel fuel is killing us all. So the more efficiently you can get these jobs done, the better for you and the better for your customer. Always bear that in mind. Don't think that you're going to get a bedbug heater and it's a get-rich-quick scheme. You're going to have to put some work into it. You're going to have to learn. You're going to make mistakes. That's just what happens in the business. Even the best pest guys have, fallen on their rears a few times. Just remember that. If I can do anything for you, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me at charlesroberts@robertspest.com. You can go to my website at www.robertspest.com, or you can give us a call at our office, and my daughter actually answers the phones. She can get a message to me to give you a call back. If you're an upstart or a newcomer to this, trying to figure out what you're doing, we don't have a lot of resources. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you like it, smash that like button, and I'm going to try to get some more. Hopefully with some better camera quality next time. This is just what I could do from my phone. So again, Charlie Roberts, Roberts Pest Control, St. Louis, Missouri, robertspest.com, 636-243-0900, or reach out to me through email at charlesroberts@robertspest.com. Thanks for watching.